Are you up for traffic then, Polly? Come to join the big boys?
I wouldn't say that.
Just having a look.
Yeah, you've got to be able to ride a motorbike, haven't you?
Yeah. We're using BM800s at the moment. Weigh 1/4 of a ton. One of those tips over at traffic lights, you're in trouble.
You do have women though, don't you?
Oh, sure we do. It doesn't make much difference, really. I can't lift one of those myself.
That's just you, Ian. Hop in, we'll show you the box of tricks.
I thought we were going out in a traffic car. You know, a jam sandwich.
This is a traffic car with Provida video equipment. See the camera? There's a VCR in the back. We get everything on tape.
Sneaky, aren't we?
Yeah, so I've heard.
George, it's been a change of plan, mate. You're out on 5B, I'm in CAD. Skipper says so.
Bob Cry?
Yeah, he's told me just now. It's all change about because Polly's doing a traffic attachment. You don't mind, do you?
Well, no, not particularly. Just wondering why you're telling me and not him.
He's busy.
All right.
Oh, by the way, it's the school crossing patrol. You know, Bickley Heath Junction.
Oh, is that a fact? I'll bet you were pleased to get out of it, weren't you, Steve?
Nothing to do with me, mate.
No, of course not, but I do hope that you enjoy CAD. There's a few workmen around still, doing the refit. And they'll be helping you learn how to use the new screen phones.
The what?
See you later.
If you look here to watch the proceedings, fire up. I can move it left and right, take it out and point it at something, like a serious accident, for example.
That's brilliant.
And I can zoom right in on a detail of the car. Even on Chummy himself.
Tasty. So that's good enough for evidence, is it?
It's better than that. It's perfect. The tape's always running, and the exact time and speed is stamped on the pictures themselves. We've only had one go not guilty in all the time we've used it.
I could do with one of those in the front of me hat.
You lost your lollipop, mister.
Yeah, it suits you, mate. Nice and warm, yeah?
Leave it out, will you?
You did volunteer, George.
You what?
I thought you wanted to swap with Steve, didn't you?
Me?
Remember, keep your hands off all those young mums.
Thanks, Steve.
Governor! Got no lady on the deck round here.
Right, sir.
She looks okay, but you never know, do you?
Take a look. Mind the traffic. You all right, love?
Of course I am. I just feel so stupid.
She walked straight out in the road.
I did. Oh, it's stupid, isn't it?
Did the car hit you, love?
I just touched her. She fell over more like.
No, I'm talking to her, sir.
Well, like the young man said, I just didn't look.
Afraid I didn't see it.
I'm quite all right now.
Yeah, just stay where you are for the moment, please. What's your name?
Mrs. Stevenson. Kitty Stevenson.
Right, just wait there for the moment, Mrs. Stevenson. Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, I've got an RTA, Toll Pits Road, near the town side of Bickley Heath Junction. PI, elderly lady involved. Can I have an ambulance, please, over?
I don't need an ambulance. I never felt better in my life.
Yeah, it's just a precaution, Mrs. Stevenson.
I want to go home.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm going to need your details, I'm afraid, sir. Yours too, if you don't mind.
Sure.
And please, just try and relax, Mrs. Stevenson. The ambulance will be on its way by now.
That's effectively your home screen.
So how do I get the ambulance service?
You touch the button marked LON AS, London Ambulance Service.
Sierra Oscar from 218. Can you confirm ambulance called?
It's all happening, George. Stand by.
What about the school crossing? It's nearly 3.
Yeah. Do you need cover on the school crossing patrol, George? Over.
Hello, this is Sunhill.
Don't touch it. You've cut yourself off.
The crossing's a bit of a
Start again by
sore point,
touching
Kathy.
LON AS.
I'll let you know if I can do it when I know how quick this ambulance is going to be.
Right. Well, stand by, George. Got the hang of it yet, Steve?
No comment.
17 Chigwell Avenue.
Yeah. But look, she just stepped off the pavement without looking. It frightened the life out of us.
Us?
Oh, me. I mean, I slammed the anchors on and she sort of just touched the front end and went over. She's fine. I mean, she was laughing after it.
Yeah, it's probably the shock, Mr. Daniels. You didn't see anything, Mr. Stoneham, no?
Sorry. Just come round the corner on me. We're back from the bookies.
How fast were you going?
30, 35, something like that.
And this vehicle belongs to you?
Yeah, just bought it.
Registered to this address?
Of course.
It's a bit cold on the deck, you know. She's confused and all thinks I put her down there.
You?
Yeah, that's what she said. I carried her here.
Can you stay with her? I'll try and chase things up.
Right.
Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, can I have an ETA for this ambulance, please, Steve?
She'll be there in a minute, George. Call went straight through.
Yeah, and can I have a PNC check now? It's Foxtrot 907, Juliet Romeo Romeo. Keeper should be a Joseph Mark Daniels, 17 Chigwell Avenue, over.
I've got that, George, but you'll have to wait. We're all tied up dealing with these phone things at the moment.
Hey, look, can't I go? I mean, you've got my name and address. I did her no harm, and she's told you it was her fault. Hey?
Yeah, go on then. Bring your documents in within the next 7 days, OK?
I will. Cheers.
Make sure you keep your speed down. But I'm sorry about this, Mrs. Stevenson. I know it seems ridiculous. What's that?
I don't know. Said her heart keeps beating or something. Her breathing's gone funny.
I wouldn't like to have his phone bills.
That's nothing. Sometimes they take notes with the other hand.
I had a Doris driving along blow drying her hair. Wunderbar.
That's unbelievable.
That's what you see in an unmarked.
Give him a pull, show him his own movie, shall we?
Make sure the ambulance sees us, will you? Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Tell him to hurry up, will you?
Over there. Car heater. Just touched her.
There's no pulse. She stopped breathing about a minute ago.
Any other injuries?
No. Just shock.
Is she?
Thank you very much for your help, Mr. Stoner. Sierra Oscar from 218.
Go ahead, George.
Yeah, I think you better get somebody else for the crossing patrol, Sarge.
Ambulance not there yet, then?
No, it's the patient that's not here anymore, Sarge.
What? Died. Just like that, apparently. I better tell Mr. Monroe.
Well, hang on a minute. I've got George's PNC check for him. 218 from Sierra Oscar. You free to speak?
Yeah, go ahead, Kathy.
Your vehicle check, George, is flagged V23. It's a write-off that last belonged to a Miss Blatch from Taunton. Nothing to do with the Joseph Daniels.
You're kidding?
Yeah, and the address he gave you is hooky too. There's no such road as Chigwell Avenue in Greater London.
You better hold on to him.
You been behind me all that time?
Certainly have.
See how you took this last corner?
I never saw her.
That's because you were too busy on the phone.
I make that careless driving and exceeding the speed limit. What do you think you're driving now?
I'm sorry, doesn't mean I get a ticket.
We'll have some of that, Ian.
You wouldn't mind getting out?
Well, thanks. Is that...
Just be careful in future, sir.
What's happening?
It's a ringer. You can tell him a mile off.
But it just drove by.
Got to know what you're looking for. Me and Ian have both spent time with the vehicle crime squad.
So that's what you meant. You look for bent cars.
How long at a time?
Don't hang about, do ya?
Nah, first rule of being a traffic officer. Only slow down to give speeding tickets.
So much for preserving the scene.
I didn't know she was going to pop, though, did I, Sarge?
I'm not blaming you, George. Could happen to anyone.
I called the ambulance, I asked for witnesses, and I sketched the scene. I got everyone's details.
I know, George, but we are talking about a fatal accident with a bent car and a driver with a non-existent address and no witnesses. Now, if you're happy to tell Mr. Stevenson's family, Mr. Brownlow, the coroner's court, then you're a better man than I am. In the meanwhile, you better deal with that lot before you go to the hospital. I'm going to do some knocking.
Hi, PC Beardsley Area Accident Investigation Unit. Is this the scene?
Yeah, afraid so.
What happened?
I got all the details here. This old lady just stepped out in front of her car and gave herself a fright. Next thing I know, she drops dead on me after I've let everyone go.
How inconsiderate of her. Right. Here you go. Present from traffic.
You took your time stopping, Sunshine.
Yeah, I didn't realise you were police in that car.
Quite the opposite, more like. This yours?
Yeah, just bought it.
Your name and address is?
Daniels.
Oscar 214 to control.
You doing a vehicle check, Ian?
Yeah, with traffic control on Channel 12.
So don't you check with Sunhill whether this geezer's known to us, since this is Sunhill's grand?
It should be flagged in the PNC if he's wanted. We don't deal with all the local radio channels.
I see. No wonder you always go tanking past when we're trying to deal with something.
From Oscar.
Oscar 214, go ahead.
Your vehicle is flagged V23, total loss or write-off. Last keeper, a Miss Blatch in Taunton.
Thank you. Game on, Mickey.
So it's a wrong un.
Probably.
But how can you tell it's a ringer by just watching it drive past?
Trade secret. The number plates don't seem right for the car, the state it's in, the driver, things like that.
Is that it?
No. But it's all I'm telling. Tell Foot Patrol you might as well tell the Sunday Pippers.
Right. I'm arresting you on suspicion of theft of a motor vehicle.
But I bought it.
You do not have to say anything, but anything you do may be given in evidence. Sit in the car with him, Polly, while we give this thing the once-over.
But I just bought it, legit.
So you'll have the logbook and the bill of sale to prove it then, won't ya? You can tell us all about it back at Sunhill Nick.
Sunhill?
Polly, he's already met one of your mob today. Got a producer. PC 218.
That's George Garfield. What did he stop you for?
It's nothing much.
I'm going up to the hospital. You got all the details, haven't you?
Yeah. There's some marks back there.
Back there? Yeah, but the accident happened here.
Well, I'm not so sure about that. See, you've only got the word of a confused old lady as to where it happened.
Yeah, and the driver.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing. You see, where you say it took place, there's no marks, which is a bit unlikely if an old lady steps into the road in front of you and you have to pull up in a hurry to avoid hitting her.
So you think it happened here? Well, Daniel's car was up there. Why would he lie?
Well, I can't help you there, I'm afraid, but I can tell you something about these. You see, they're long, but very light. Could well have been made by a car with ABS, anti-skid brakes.
Yes, so?
Well, the type of car your friend Daniels drives doesn't have ABS.
What? Well, so these aren't Daniel's tyre marks?
Sarge? Tim?
I don't know what's been going on here, Sarge. We've got skid marks, but they might not be Daniel's.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. I've got a witness in the flat above the newsagent says there was two cars racing each other. One stopped and the other one didn't.
Two cars?
Yeah.
And the one that stopped probably wasn't the one that hit Mrs. Stevenson anyway.
That's the way it looks.
Oh, terrific. But the doc thinks the car definitely came into contact with her, however gently.
Don't sweat it, you got a full number plate.
That's it. Foxtrot 907.
Is it?
Somebody must have brought him in.
Well, your luck's changed.
Joseph Daniels, suspected theft of a motor vehicle.
But I bought it last week. I've got a bill of sale at
Bought
home.
in a pub car park with no logbook, Sarge.
Yeah, all right. Do you understand why you've been arrested?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him. It's definitely him. Thank God for that.
What are you on about, George?
My RTA this morning.
Me and this Oscar unit have just arrested this bloke for suspected theft of a motor. I know you'd given him a haltie, but...
Let's have a word about it right away.
One.
Excuse me, Matthew. Can one of you fellas give me a minute? All right.
Sure.
I'll stay with the body, Ian.
One.
Ian McWhitty, yeah?
Yes, Sarge, what's the problem?
George here has had an RTA that's turned into a FATAC. Daniels is one of the drivers involved. We want to find out who the other driver involved was.
I see.
Why'd you let him go after a FATAC, George?
Because it wasn't a fatal at first, Polly. The old lady had a heart attack or whatever afterwards. But we now think that there were two cars involved, and we've got to find out who the other driver was.
And you think he knows the other driver?
It's possible.
Yeah, we think they were racing, you see. Well, why is he trying to cover with a false address? Well, at the very least, he might have some details about the other vehicle.
I suppose so. Right now, he's more concerned with showing us his bill of sale. So you want to have the first shot and let us do the theft interview later on?
Yeah, please.
Hang on a minute. Daniels wants to show you his documents.
He's got a bill of sale, apparently. He's given us his address now.
Do you mind if I tag along?
Be my guest.
We're getting a good response off the accident board. We got someone who reckons he saw two cars racing, but it wasn't Tollpits Road.
Nearby?
Fairly, yeah. One car matches Daniel's, the other was a blue Granada Scorpio.
Has that got ABS brakes?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has.
So what's all this about, then? You turn up like this, three of you, to help the boy find his documents?
Well, he's under arrest for a serious offence, Mr. Daniels.
But three of you? You're not all trooping round my house.
It's just to get my bill of sale, Dad.
218 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, you two go ahead. Just a minute, Steve.
This is outrageous.
Yeah, 218. Go ahead, Steve.
Safe to transmit, George.
Yeah, I'm on my own. Polly's not on PR. Go ahead.
The car involved in your fate act was a blue Granada Scorpio. Someone saw one racing with a car like Daniels.
Right. Well, it doesn't sound like another boy racer, does it?
Negative. I'll let you know if anything else comes in.
I'm going to speak to my MP about this. It's an unauthorised search.
It's not a search, Mr. Daniels.
He bought that car in good faith.
What, from a man in a pub car park with no logbook? If that's good faith, I'm an atheist, Mr. Daniels.
But he's done nothing wrong.
So why did he give us a false address?
Well,
And besides, he was involved in a road traffic accident involving an elderly lady.
But she wasn't hurt. That sort of thing can happen to anyone. Joe must have panicked.
How do you know that she wasn't hurt, Mr. Daniels?
Well,
Your son has told us that he hasn't been home since the incident. So how do you know about it?
He phoned me.
And he can confirm that, can he?
Yes, of course he will.
Do you mind telling me what kind of car you drive, Mr. Daniels?
This is ridiculous. You can't do that.
Just watch me.
That was the doctor who certified death, Sarge.
And?
There's going to be a delay on the post-mortem, but the old girl definitely came in contact with something. She's got bruising on her hip and thigh.
We can't be sure, but at the moment, it appears that her death was definitely caused by the accident.
But the car barely touched her.
I can believe that.
And she was perfectly all right.
So it appears. But we have got witnesses that said you were racing.
Racing? There must be some mistake. We weren't racing. I mean, do I look like the sort of man who races?
No. But then you don't look like the sort of man that would fail to stop and report an accident. But you just admitted that you have.
Oh, come on. I left Joe there. Why did it need the two of us?
It didn't. Needed you as the driver.
Yes.
And I'd like you to explain why you're trying to pass yourself off to me as not even being present when we came round. Now, the CPS could go for conspiracy to pervert the course of justice.
I don't believe that. I really don't. I just didn't want to complicate things. This stolen car business is bad enough.
Yes, it is.
It's not how you think it was, really. This whole thing is quite unfair.
Come in.
I wondered if you'd finished, Sarge. I've got some information.
No, I haven't, but I'm sure Mr. Daniels can give us a minute.
Interview suspended.
You said I was free to go.
Yes, I did, but what I didn't say is I'd arrest you if you do. We'll be back in a minute, Mr. Daniels. So what do you have to say?
That's why I came. The kid's just coughed to driving the Granada.
What?
You're kidding.
Straight up, as soon as Ian and I told him about the death, he said he was the one driving his dad's Granada. He's really quite shook up.
Well, Mr. Daniels was in the XR3i.
Apparently.
Yeah, but he never said that. He's just been giving us the injured innocent routine.
It sounds like he was. If it wasn't him that hit Mrs. Stevenson and he wasn't racing with his son, you see, Joe denies they were.
I bet he does.
Yeah, but why didn't he stop?
Joe says he did, but went home in his own car.
Yeah, but why?
Let's find out, shall we?
Traffic's finished with the XR3i. It's as bent as a 9-bob note, apparently.
Doesn't surprise me.
And the AIU called. Chalk gun test is done. They recorded 58 miles per hour on the Granada Scorpio. And they said that, quote, that would explain tire marks of that nature on that road surface at that time and weather conditions.
Pretty precise. 58 miles an hour.
Well, it holds up in court, sir.
Who says traffic never help us out?
Well, can I go now? I've told you I was driving. I just want to get home.
But you haven't told us the truth, have you? Who precisely was driving your car? And let me remind you, you are under caution and on tape, and any more lies are going to look pretty bad for you.
Well, I suppose he's told you, has he?
You tell us.
As you were, I'd just like to sit in for a minute, Bob.
Right, sir. Inspector Munro enters the room. Go on.
We just went out for a quick spin. New car, first opportunity. He'd saved hard for that.
And he's going to be mighty disappointed, Mr. Daniels. It's as bent as a dog's back leg, apparently.
Oh, we didn't know that. We just swapped cars.
When?
I'm trying to tell you. I got off work early and we went for a spin. I was just trying it out. I only put my foot down for a minute.
You what?
Only a moment, 35 at most. Joe was following me, you see. This old dear started out without looking at all. I swerved okay, but Joe... Well, luckily he was driving my car and it's got the ABS. He stopped in time and he barely touched her.
Carry on.
And then what happened?
Well, we got out, of course, to see that she was all right. I carried her to the curb and sat her down. Once I knew she was okay, I just went.
In your own car?
Well, yes.
Leaving your son to wait with her?
Yeah.
Why?
Look, this is the only thing we did wrong. And I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not on my son's insurance and he's not on mine. Mine's a company car. It bars under 21s. That's the only reason I didn't stay.
So you were both driving without insurance?
Well, just for a bit, just round the block. That's the honest truth. I still can't believe anyone could die after a tat like that.
No, well, I take your point. Surprised me a bit.
So you feel it was bad luck, Mr. Daniels?
Of course.
What would you think if I told you our traffic department can prove that your car, driven by your son, was going approximately 58 miles per hour when it started to slow?
What?
And that you were in front of it, racing, according to several witnesses who phoned in.
What? No, that's rubbish.
58 miles an hour?
No.
It's a fact, Mr. Daniels, from an expert witness.
Well, I mean... Well, just for a minute, perhaps. That could have happened to anyone.
Oh, could it?
Well, you've got to see my point of view. It was still bad luck, wasn't it? You said you understood.
You almost got me going. Do you know that? Oh, you're very convincing. Helpful, even. But do you know what I was supposed to be doing this afternoon, Mr. Daniels? School's crossing patrol at the junction that you were just approaching, Bickley Heath.
Yes, but you can't...
And you'd have been driving towards that junction at 58 miles an hour, uninsured.
Well, I'd have slowed down.
Oh, would you? You might have, but you might not have. And the same goes for your son, Joe. Now, if you want to know what I would call bad luck, it'd be hitting me. Or maybe a kid. Or maybe even two, or perhaps even all of us. Now, that would be bad luck, Mr. Daniels.
You're exaggerating.
Am I?
It was just a quick spin.
It was a pack of lies, Mr. Daniels. And I think you're going to get exactly what you deserve. A Crown Court case of causing death by reckless driving.
Me?
You.
Well, what are you talking about? I wasn't driving that car.
We know you didn't hit Mrs. Stevenson, Mr. Daniels.
Well, then what are you talking about?
It's the law, Mr. Daniels. If you were racing and witnesses saw you, then you're as much part of the offence as your son is.
You're mad.
Mad? I wasn't the one racing around at nearly 60 miles an hour.
I want to speak to my solicitor.
I suggest you do, Mr. Daniels. You'll be summoned for the same offence as your son, no matter who struck Mrs. Stevenson.
But she was fine. You can't do that.
Yeah, you said it.
What?
She was fine, till she stepped out in front of you and your son. And whether you drove over her corns or you plastered her all over the street, you ended her life by driving dangerously. I'll see you in court, Mr. Daniels.